Hello and welcome. So, let's look at the pre-orders for today. Now, this Warhammer pre-orders are kind of a to show you what the problem with Games Workshop is. I'm going to explain it to you as we go. So, first things first is the Cerastus Knight. Now, the Cerastus Knight is for Horus Heresy, and apparently going to get rules for 40k as well, even though they've completely torn almost everything from 40k, from Horus Heresy from 40k, for no real reason. No, I know the reason. It's because they didn't know how to balance things like the Kratos tank, for a start. But this does kind of show you the problem, because the Horus Heresy community aren't asking for this. They're asking for plastic infantry. And rather than actually give them more plastic infantry, plastic breaches and so forth, they decided, Games Workshop are now removing some infantry. And of course that's the scouts. It's not much, but yeah, it's something, okay? The whole Horus Heresy community is asking for a lot more plastic Space Marine stuff, and the last thing that everyone could properly use was, of course, the Vindicator tank. And unless you're a Lunar Wolves, Sons of Horus, or an Imperial Fist fan, we've had very little of any new models or characters. The fact that they had to create a whole new battle just so Imperial Fist could look like they actually did something during the Horus Heresy, which actually was kind of the point they didn't, because they were the Predators of Terra, so they stayed on Terra just in case. This was kind of important to their role, but they made them the poster boys of the good side, so of course they had to do something. Of course, and the other thing we've had is the Legion Skyhunter Squadron and the Leviathan Dreadnought. And of course we're getting a new plastic Dreadnought soon, in autumn, okay? So a couple of months before we get a new plastic Dreadnought, but we're going to get a new Primarch, we're going to get new armor variants, we're going to get new stuff. But fact is, we've had no real good infantry for ages, and apparently it's been the Betrayal Calf is how long they've been asking it for it. All we've had, and that's the other thing, like, if you're getting into Horus Heresy, you've got the Mark III, Mark IV, and Mark 6 armor, right? You've got the 3 armor sets. And the only one worth getting, if you're not getting the Age of Darkness box, is the Mark IV. I believe it's the Mark IV anyway. Let's double check this. Yeah, it's the Mark IV. It's the Mark IV armor. Because the Mark IV armor comes with heavy weapons. So you can actually build a Devastator squad with them. So that's actually a decent one to have. But this only because you can get these extra Devastator weapons and nothing else. So that's the first thing. So you're getting a Cerastus Knight, something that pretty much no one's really asked for. Or I bet some people have asked for, but no, not the majority of what people have asked for. Okay, they want infantry. Okay, of course you do, because it's a Space Marine game. It's Space Marine versus Space Marines. And then, of course, gutting half of the Space Marines out. And like I said, the only other plastic infantry Horus Heresy had was, of course, the Scouts. And now they're going. So that's the next thing. Next thing, of course, is the Skavex Plague Pack. Kind of half cool. But once again, you've got... it's 6 Skaven. It's for your Warhammer Underworld. So you can use it for Age of Sigmar as well. Now... what is good is that you've got 3 Plague Sensor Bearers there, which would look really good for the old world as well. But it also means you're going to have 2 models you can't use. So, and there's nothing really wrong with these models. They're fine, they're good looking models. The fact that we haven't had new Plague Monks for almost 20 years, brand new, whole new Plague Monks, for, actually it's 20 years. 20 years since they came out. But no, this is what we get. We get 5 more Plague Monks plus a Rat for your Skaven. So if you want, a whole universe, you got to buy like 4 of these packs. So yeah, and once again, it's like, why just do this 5 and not do the 4 lot? Why not, go all of them? Do a whole new regiment of Plague Monks for that. And of course, you've got the Rivals deck. And Necromunda gets the Ironhead Squat Prospectus Claim Jumper. Well, it's a squat. Another squat. Doesn't get any rules for 140k, which would be fantastic. Actually giving them a brand new... a unique character, not a character that's just same in 2... I'd say, like, we got a character which is in two characters in the one kit, so you can buy the same kit twice to make two different characters, so therefore destroying any unique heritage or uniqueness of your character, just so you can have the same one twice. Basically the same model twice, just with some different bits. Just about convert it at that point, and you get your little robot with it. I mean, it looks good. The Skaven look good. The Ceresus does look good. Alright? They look good. And as far as I'm concerned, quality-wise, they look good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of always standing on things, because if it's any game of immersion, you're literally taking half the terrain with them. And this, for some reason, Games Workshop just seems to think that everyone needs to stand on something nowadays. At all. Well, no, thankfully he's not. The squad isn't standing on a rock. There's a shocker, it's not. Alright, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, they look good, and they look fine. But seriously, why didn't they make the Ironhead Squad Prospector an actual character for 40k? He would look great in 40k. Give him 40k rules. You know? Give that Termite Autoveyor a rule for it, you know? And of course, they're from how. So that's going to be Forge World, by the way, because that's a resin model. Really? And that's it. Why is Forge World still a thing? Alright? I don't understand why Forge World is still a thing, other than to charge extra for something that's nothing. You know? That would have looked great in 40k. The Ironhead Squad Prospector will look great in 40k. It looks like a fantastic model. It will look great in 40k. But it's not going to be. It's Necromunda only, and of course it's going to be Forge World too. So that's it. And again, I don't understand this. It just seems silly to me. Why not have this for 40k? It looks great. Why not make it in plastic and put him for the Leagues of Votann? You know? He would sell better, and he would probably do better numbers. But, you know, Forge World. Now, finally, the biggest problem. I tell you what, good luck getting this. Absolutely. I wish you all the best. If you get it, congratulations. You've beat everyone. And I mean, get it from Games Workshop, not eBay. Right? And that's the Fall of Cadia Mega Limited Edition. Straight away, you know the second this drops, it's going to be gone. Good luck getting it. That's all I'm saying. Good luck. Because this shows you the exact problem that it is. Right, basically what they should have done with this is done a raffle, pick the 1,750 stores around the world who are going to get it, and sent one out each. Just sent one to each of us. Have it in store. Not online. In store. All limited edition things should be in store. Not online. Alright? And that's it. So, if you get this, congratulations. There's only 1,750 been made. Signed. And you get the book. Fall of Cadia. No, it's a limited edition book. You get a medal and stuff. But this really is one of the problems that we're seeing with Games Workshop. There was no reason for this to be like this, other than that they know it's going to be sold within literally seconds of that midnight, that day, boom, gone. And that's it. Okay, and let's get a bit more better, because you've got the new Surface Kane model, novel. By Sandy Mitchell of Inglorious. Surface Kane's a fantastic read. This is well worth getting. I do like Surface Kane. He's a funny guy, and Sandy Mitchell really has done a good job. I will always say, and with Surface Kane, it is written in the first person, and if you're like me, it's not your favourite way of reading. But yeah, you know, it's written as a diary, and it's pretty well written, and Sandy Mitchell has done a good job putting a bit of humour into the 41st millennium. There's also Longshot, a national military novel by Rob Young. Daria Nevi is faced with an impossible choice to stay true to herself and defend the Imperium. Okay, Imperium as her allies are picked off one by one. Okay, and you got For Glory and Honor as well. Casgrin as well. Captain Balhath Aspia and his Casgrin have been called up. Oh yeah, For Glory and Honor is an omnibus, so I'll probably end up getting that. As long as it's an omnibus and not bloody it's an anthology, because I can't stand anthologies. It is an anthology. Oh god, I can't be bothered with that. I don't like short stories. I like to read the whole story at once. I don't like short stories. I really don't. Casgrin's again. It's a novel. It's coming out in paperback. Which reminds me, yeah, The Siege of Terror books I haven't had paperback for a long time. Emperor's Gift is now on Audible. Yay. Why don't we just release that one again? Oh, that's the one where the Imperial Grey Knights and the Space Wolves fight each other. And okay, and of course you've got the books that are coming out in French as well. You got the Alpha Legion 1, and so anyway, this and that's it. Anyway, as I said, here's the problem. The problem with this is that this definitely just doesn't shows just the nearsightedness of Games Workshop. This idea that they're not after customers, after consumers, they're after people who will buy just because it says Games Workshop on it, not because any other reason, you know. But like I said, the Ironhead Squad, if they were after customers, the Ironhead Squad would be plastic, it would have 40k rules, and it would be qualified for both. There is no reason Necromunda can't be used in 40k. They were after customers with the full Arcadia book, it would be because they wanted they would sell it in line. They would sell it in store, not online, and have it available with its limited numbers, which means, oh, but this way it's fair. No, this way they know it's going to sell, and that's all they're going to care about. Okay, and it just shows the sort of sightedness of it. It really does. 1,750. Good luck getting it, alright? Alright, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day. Links to Wayland games down below if you want to save money on your Warhammer or try a different game. Definitely try a different game. And, of course, there is my comics, my merchandise, and my Patreon, and Forbidden Planet, as everything else. And I'll see you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.